Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Finally got my amp back after a couple of months. The capacitors went in it. She's an old trainer amp, probably 20 or 30 years old, Canadian, made by Trainer, which is Yorkville, all valve tube. To replace it probably cost me $5 grand. So they're worth getting fixed. So the only things that really go wrong with them are the capacitors or the valves. So it should be good to go for a while, and we'll just see how she sounds. Let's just start off with a bit of a few chord progressions and a few blues licks and modes and scales and things. Put the selector switch on the back pickup, one right at the back, gives it that country twangy sound. So this is a Jimmy Vaughan Stratocaster, my favourite electric. Let's look at a chord progression. So we've got C and then F and G7th. So C being 1, F being 4 and G7th being the 5th. So just there I'm using the C major scale over the C chord. Little pickup intro there. G, A, B, that brings you into the C. Then the F, which is the 4th note of the C scale, which is Lydian mode. So it's a favourite for Santana. So that's F Lydian. Sorry. And back to the C major. tend to want to go to the, because you're starting on the F, which is the Lydian, but you're only going to the high E, or there. Gives it that, it's a major sound. And the G7th, the 5th. So this one's a Mixolydian mode, which is the 5th mode. And very bluesy. Let's try and use up those 3 modes playing over the C, F, G7th progression. So you've got to use your brain a bit and think. So we've got to pick up the lead in G, A, B, and the C. I'm putting that in there. C, D, C, D, E, and we go to the F. And the G7th. Then coming down from the G7th, the Mixolydian mode. Try and keep it within the area of the chord, so it makes it easier to find the note. So it's pretty well like chord melody. So within those 3, you could just play the C scale over the 3 of them if you want, without thinking about the modal thing. It just gives it a bit more texture. The Mixolydian going down there, oops. Then back to the C. So you're going to have to learn to play it a bit quicker, aren't you? So, sorry. Something like that. part 2 will be coming up shortly, and so I'll just carry on with another video. I'm going to put all these together, so when we come back. So that's the first major progression. So the next one will go to the G, key of G. So we'll have G, so G is 1, C is 4, D 7th is 5. We'll have a look at that. Okay, stay tuned and we'll talk later, guys. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be part 2. We're looking at the chord progressions and going through the circle of fifths. So we looked at the C. Last week we looked at the C, which is the first, the starting one, point. So if we go up to 5, we count 5 from C. We have C. This is how you get the circle of fifths: C, D, E, F, G. So in the key of G, and looking at the same progression, 1, 4, 5, which is counting up from G, G, A, B, C. So 1 is G. So C is 4, and the 5 is D, and we make that a 7th. Let's just get in tune first. I'll give you some tones here. So the bottom E, or the 6th string. Now we'll go to the A tone on the 5th string. The D on the 4th string. G on the 3rd string. B on the 2nd string, and E on the 1st string. And this guitar I'm using today is my 60s reissue black and white Strat. Which I love also. It sort of reminds me of the Shadows patchy, gives you that surfing sort of sound. Plus it's good for all types of music, blues and rock and whatever. But it has a rosewood neck, and the Jimmy Vaughan Strat I showed you in last week, it's got a maple neck. So pretty easy to play. So the G, everyone should know the G. That's why I'm playing it. Second finger on the 6th string, index finger on the B, then you got open D, open G, open B, and then I'm putting my 3rd finger on the G, on the 1st string. So you got to try and make sure you get that clean, not hitting any of the open strings or muting any of those strings. So you need to practice that until you can get that clean. If you can't, if it sounds like you've got that sort of sound, keep trying. That means you're not putting enough pressure on the strings, and make sure the nails are short on the left hand. I've just cut mine so you can get your fingers right down. Nice and clean. So G, that's 1. Now the C major chord, which is the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 5th string. E, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. And then open G, and then the other C, 1st finger, 2nd fret, 2nd string. So starting from the root note, which is the C, so you got C, E, G, C, E. Also, remember the clean sound? You also have a bottom E there, which is also in the chord as well. But so that's the 4 in the progression. Now the 5 is the D. We'll make that a 7th, which is that shape. So the normal D shape is like that. We just turn that around, like so. So let's have a look. Last week we looked at lead-in notes. Oh, the amp's playing up a bit. It's got new capacitors in it, so it's probably warming up, I hope. So last week we looked at the C, F, G7. We had a lead-in note. Led us into the G, A, B, then we went into the C. And that's a 5th above the C, that bass intro note. So when we're in the G, count up 5. Oh God, what's going on with it? God. Amplifiers, valve amps. Oh, that can be. I had it angled, so I'll just put it level and see if that makes a difference. God. So where were we? So if you count up 5 tones from G, you've got G, A, B, C, D. So I'm using that as the lead-in tones for the G chord. D, E, F sharp, because in the key of G we have an F sharp. I'll show you how that's created. D, E, F sharp, G, C, D7th, when you you get more comfortable, you can da da da. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just down strokes with the pick. And what I'm doing, I'm hitting the root note first, emphasizing that chord. So G, which is the bass note or root note, G, C, D7th, so G, C, I'm actually only playing the top 3 strings together. 3 or 4, doesn't matter. With the G chord you can play the 4. So the bass note, chord, C, chord, D, D, chord. That's a good way to pick between. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So if that, so if you count up 5 from the other chords, so C, D, E, F, G. So we go back to the, so we've got so count up 5 from each one. With the D7th chord, there's that amp again. Jeez. Excuse the amp, guys. Okay, let's look at the scale now. Lose my train of thought. So let's look at the G scale. So in open, just play it open first, in the first position. So it's just G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So it's G, open A, B, C, open D, E, F sharp. Why F sharp and not F? Because this is how you create the, as you go up, you count up 7 steps from the G. So in this key of C, it's all natural. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That creates the next chord. And we count up 7. 7. And we raise it a semitone or a half step. So if we count up 7 from the G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be the F. We raise it a half step, it goes to F sharp. That's how you get the F sharp. So the same notes. So now we're going to look at the more popular way to play the G major scale. So there's no open notes. It's all closed. So second finger on the G, fourth finger on the A, index finger on the B, second finger on the C, little pinky on the D, index on the E, third finger on the F sharp, little finger on the G. So that's 1 octave, because that's G to G. An octave or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all G, because that note there is F sharp, so it's in the chord as well, in the scale. So that's 1 octave. Now the next octave, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D, E, oh, lost the plot, sorry. G, F sharp, oh, no, God, sorry about that. E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G, and there's F sharp. Let's just try it with downstrokes. The right hand, just downstrokes. So practice that, play it to death. Because you'll use that a lot and it's played all over the neck. So you got that one, then you got. down, up and down with the pick. Try and keep the right hand relaxed, loose, left hand like a vice, right hand like a feather. Okay, so that's probably enough for this on the G, circle of fifths. So in bar chords we've got G, you can play it all here. Okay guys, we'll leave it there, and I hope you enjoyed that, and stay tuned for part 3 when we go to the next key, which will be counting up 5 from G, G, A, B, C, D, will be D major, and we will have add another sharp, so we'll have in the key of D major we'll have 2 sharps, so the F sharp remains. So once you add a sharp, it remains, okay? So the next sharp will be, now we count up 7 from D. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. We raise that a semitone, C, C sharp. So you'll have F sharp and C sharp in the key of D major. And the chords will be D, E, F, G. We'll be going D, D major, G major, and A 7th chord. Anyway, we'll have a look at that next time, guys. And stay tuned and just keep mucking around and trying to get a good sound and practice. Remember to keep your fingernails short, left hand like a vice, right hand like a feather. Nice and relaxed, and like and subscribe. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Bye.